Hello. Welcome to my video. I'm here about to straighten out my hair. Straighten it out. As you can see, I washed my hair. It looks beautiful. It smells so good. It feels so...
Hello, my name is Kadir, and this is my beautiful mommy. She's so nice. She's the best mom ever. And in this video, you're gonna see how she washes her hair. And if you ever and subscribe, and leave a like. And thanks.
So we're here, parting it, detangling it. Fun fact, ever since I did the bariatric surgery, I went from having so much hair to my hair thinning out. So my hair is not as thick as it used to be. So it takes me less to do my hair, but it's still a process because gracefully my hair is still long. As you can see, look at my poof, but it's not as thick as it used to be. I need to resume taking vitamins so my hair stops falling out. I started using a lot of different products, especially from Blue Serenity, that is for thinning hair. I started using oils from Blue Serenity and Monarca Uj to make my hair grow, to strengthen my scalp. So here we are. As you can tell, I'm gonna part my hair in 4 and we're gonna start straightening it out. At first, I started using my Temu version Dyson straightener. And then I decided just to flat iron it because it didn't make no sense. But you don't realize how much your body needs to survive. Like, I did not realize how much iron and vitamins I needed to start taking to resume my hair. Like, I started taking biotin. Gracefully, I didn't lose most of my hair, but I did lose a lot of it. So those were some of the cons of the bariatric surgery, because you lose the weight, but you also lose your hair. Gracefully, I didn't suffer sagging skin. I did lose a lot of my butt. I did lose a lot of my breasts. But you can't have it all. So I'm grateful that I don't have all that extra weight because it was a health thing for me. I used to be walking around and I used to have chest pain, especially wearing my vest at work and stuff like that, because it was like I was carrying so much. Now I can run. I'm much lighter. I don't have chest pains or anything like that. And you don't realize how much weight you have, especially when you're carrying it around and you make it work. But even in my clothes, I love the way that I look. I love the way I feel. It's not just the fact that I feel lighter, but I feel healthier. I eat less. When I see people eating obsessively, like I recall when I used to eat so much, and it makes me see that a lot of times we're eating our feelings away. Sometimes we're eating stress, anxiety, a bunch of other things. So basically we're eating our feelings away. Sometimes we're eating because of certain things, like a comfort zone. Sometimes we eat when we're not even really hungry. Sometimes we eat because we see other people eating. Like, sometimes we become obsessed with food because we liked it growing up. Like, I remember growing up and I always wanted to go eat Chinese food or McDonald's. And my mother always used to be like, we have food at home. We're not spending money outside on food. So I would always have to eat rice and beans and meat. Like, rice and beans and meat. So it's like, you want variety. So when I became older, I love experimenting with new food, whether it's Mexican, Jamaican, all types of food. But at one point in my life, I used to eat. I used to live to eat instead of eating to live, because I was just obsessed with food. And because I had the money, I'm like, fuck it. I got the money. I'm going to go and eat this food. but in reality, it's not good for you. And then one thing that I realized after having the surgery that I learned to prioritize proteins and vegetables and cut back on the starch and the carbohydrates or whatever you call it. So like I would usually eat my meat first and then my vegetables, like just to get protein in my body. And it made me look at the labels. Like now I focus on eating protein. Everything is protein. Anything protein, that's what I need to eat because it's good for my body. Like I'm not gonna lie, I still eat rice, but I don't eat rice as much as I used to. I don't eat bread. If I eat bread, it might be literally 1 or 2 bites. Like, and one thing that I learned with this surgery, that it controls my eating, because mentally my mind wants to eat like I used to eat, but my body tells me no. Like if I eat too much and I push myself to eat more than I'm supposed to, I'm gonna start throwing up. Like I feel it. Like another thing that I have learned with the surgery, when you eat, you gotta wait 30 minutes before you drink water. Like before, I used to be eating bread, eat sandwiches, and then drink water right away, and that shit used to blow up in my stomach. Like blow up. That's good. That's good. So I appreciate the fact that this surgery has helped me control my eating.
Um, she's the best mom ever, and you can never ask for. And when she got the surgery, she got less weight. She didn't, and then she needed to wait 30 minutes before drinking water. And when she got the surgery, and before she had the surgery, I was sad because I liked how she always used to be. And it said, let me be grateful what I have now. Because my mom never used to do this. The only part I did not like about the surgery is when she curled it up. Because I didn't like that. Because when she curls up, I need to always call Daddy, and I don't want to talk to Daddy when he that even at work, because I don't like want to instruct Daddy.
Thank you, Kadir. So that was one of the things that I learned, how to adapt, to know what to eat, when to eat. One thing that I always say, I can't eat as much as I used to, but I do eat more in small increments. Especially when I see people eating bread and sandwiches, like I wish I could eat it, but I can't. Even my coworker used to buy me sandwiches in the morning, and I used to have to take like the eggs and the bacon out and not eat the bread. Like I cannot eat bread unless it's toasted. Like it's a lot of factors, and people don't realize it. They just look at the weight loss, but they don't see the sacrifice and the ordeal that you have to go through, like with that change, because it's like your mind is still obsessed with food. Like I went 2 weeks just drinking chicken broth, and anybody that knows me knows that I'm a foodie. Like I love to eat, I enjoy food, but food was killing me. Like it was making me obese. They used to call me morbid obese when I used to go to the doctor. That was depressing. Like I felt like a dark cloud over me, especially when I used to be in law enforcement, and I used to have to put the shirt, the undershirt, the vest, and then like carry all that equipment in my waist. Like it was a lot, sitting in a car, eating, sometimes doing 10 to 15 car stops in one night. Like it was a lot. But at the same time, was I really exercising? Not really. We just used to do car stops, but that's not exercising. And I was constantly eating and then going to sleep and stuff like that. So I'm grateful I did the surgery, and I recommend it to everybody. If you feel like you want to lose the weight, instead of taking a Ozempic or getting a tummy tuck, I feel like go get the surgery. Get it. It will change your life. But just know when you get it that there's a lot of factors. Like you might lose your hair. I had an allergic reaction to the blood thinners, I believe, to stop blood clots. Like, it was a lot that I had to endure mentally and physically, but I'm grateful that I did it. I felt like I should have did that before I did the tummy tuck, but hey, you live, you learn.
Yeah, you're right, Mom. You live, you learn, and you always have the best time of your world life. Just be grateful what you have. Like, you always have a good life. You always have a good time. You always have a good friend. You always have a good coworker. You have a lot of good stuff in life, and you have a good time.
Yep.
Just be grateful what you have.
Yep, you gotta be grateful for what you have, and you gotta make it work. You gotta make it work. I'm so grateful for everything. Like, I feel like this was an experience that I needed to endure to be where I am now. And the fact that I don't think about food as much as I used to. I have time to think about other things. Like, I could focus on my schoolwork. I could focus on activities, and now certain things don't hinder me. Because before, I used to be like, oh, I want to go to this new restaurant. I want to try this new dish, and I want to try this new drink, and I want to do that. And that's what my life consisted of. Like, yeah, I enjoy food, but it's not a priority in my life anymore. Like, I do like eating good food, but if I eat something, then I eat it. If I don't eat it, it's not the end of the world. Like, I remember before, I used to love going to City Island to get me a seafood platter. And the seafood platter then used to be like $30. Now it's like $50. It was like crab legs, pasta, scallops, shrimp, lobster, and crab legs. And I used to eat that whole pan by myself. I used to eat it by myself. When I tell you, by myself. And even when I go now, I eat usually the lobster, the scallops, and the shrimp. The pasta is not like a priority like it used to be, but I feel good. Like, after I eat it, I feel good. And it's like, I don't feel the need of having to eat the whole plate. Like, usually my husband eats the rest, and I just get bite-sized meals, if that makes sense. But I feel so much better. Like, my skin is clearer. It's not breaking out. Like, I feel good. Like, I feel really, really good. Like, but one thing that I did realize after getting the surgery, that I can drink much more now. Like, I could drink more liquor than anything. Like, I don't have to eat. And I was scared of that, because at the end of the day, I heard a lot of people that once they get the surgery, they become alcoholics. So everything is a balance, like a balance. So I know my tolerance when it comes down to drinking, so I try not to drink as much. But it was a learning experience. When I tell you it's a learning experience, my weight fluctuates, my appetite fluctuates. So I went from 230 pounds to 160. Then I dropped down to 155. The lowest I've been is 145. Like, right now, I think I'm 155, 160. And I used to be a size 13, 14, even 15. Now I'm a size 7, 8. Like, I can wear the clothes that I used to wear when I had my tummy tuck, before I was pregnant with Kadia. So I have clothes in my closet that I was able to bring out because I could wear those clothes. So I'm happy in that extent. I'm just going to be serious. I hate losing my hair. Seeing my hair falling out. They kept saying that it was the anesthesia, especially when I went to the dermatologist and I spoke to them about it. So he told me to give it time. I also went to them to speak about the discoloration from the allergic reaction I had to the blood thinners. But other than that, it's a learning process. It's a learning process. But I'm grateful. I appreciate it. I love it. My breast size used to be a 36C. I believe now I'm a B cup, like a 34, 32 B cup, maybe an A cup. So that's why I wear a lot of bralettes now, because I don't like the way my breast shrunk. But like I said, like everybody that I spoken to that had surgery, a lot of people said the same thing, that their butt decreased, like their breasts got smaller or they have sagging skin. Thank God I don't have no sagging arms, no sagging stomach. The only things I have is those marks in my stomach. I am going to get a tattoo to cover that up, as well as my tummy tuck and my C-section scar. But I'm waiting because I have fibroids, so I'm gonna see what's gonna happen with that first. But like I say, like all these scars are a part of my story, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it at all, and I don't mind speaking about it, because at the end of the day, I'm honest like that. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. But another thing that I was saying, that after having the surgery done, like the expression, like the impressions of everybody, especially my family and stuff, it's like good and bad, because it's like, damn, I get it that I was 230 before, and it's like, everybody be like, oh my God, you lost so much weight, oh my God, you look so good. Or like, even somebody in my family was like, oh, I wish I would have known that you was gonna look this pretty, I would have gave you the money to get the surgery. And it's like, people don't understand that sometimes you gotta go through these trials and tribulations in your life to appreciate where you was at and appreciate where you're going. And it's like, I accept all criticism, because at the end of the day, what people criticize or their perception of me doesn't have any merit to me, because at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I want to do to make myself feel better. So in reality, it just makes me see how important physical appearances is to some people. Like, I'm glad and I appreciate everybody that supported me after the surgery, like my best friends and certain people that called me and checked up on me every day and weren't just being nosy to see how much weight I was gonna drop, but we're there with encouragement, like telling me what to eat once I was done with the surgery, and sending me websites and helping me through it. Because at the end of the day, in the beginning, it was hard as fuck. I was frustrated. I was like, why did I get the surgery? Why I can't eat what I want to eat? Especially when I used to see my husband eating Wingstop or eating Chinese food or eating certain foods and I couldn't eat it. I used to break down in tears, because I was at that first stage just drinking chicken broth. But at the end of the day, it made me stronger. And I feel like all these trials and tribulations that I've been through last year, that I haven't spoken to anybody about but my close circle, made me much stronger. And it's like, food is not my weakness anymore. Food will not break me down. Food is just a tool that my body uses to generate energy, and it will not define me. Like, it will not define me. Like, I'm much more than food. And I don't care what anybody says. Like, my weight will always fluctuate, but I will be who I am, and I will continue being true to myself. And, some of the things made me feel bad when people say, oh my God, like the way they say it, because it's like, damn, I didn't look good before. Like, what you gonna try to say, that I was like overweight, or you were saying that I was? It just feels like the way people made it seem, it was like I was in my 400-pound life. Like, I was 400 pounds, but it is what it is. Like, I don't let that shit bother me anymore. I honestly realize that people's perception of me doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, most of these people don't even help me with shit. They don't check up on me. They don't care about me. They just see me for a moment, and then they just go based on that. So what they have to say about me has no merit. Like, that's why I don't care. Like, I'm to the point in my life that I don't care about anybody's opinions. I'm gonna do what makes me happy, and I'm gonna continue pushing forward, because at the end of the day, I don't need nobody's approval but myself and the people in my bubble, which is my husband and my kid. Like, I really don't give a fuck about nobody else's opinions about me, because at the end of the day, that doesn't pay the bill. That doesn't build me up. It doesn't do nothing for me. And I'm much more than my weight. Like, I'm much more. Like, I'm a ray of light. So at the end of the day, it just goes to show like this perception that people have in their mind of what beautiful is. But I'm just grateful I did the surgery for my mental health, for my well-being, and for my health. So I'm glad that I did it for my health. And another thing that I was going to say, that when you lose all this weight, you become so fertile. That was one of the biggest things that stood out to me when I spoke to my doctor. They was like, well, you're going to have to get on birth control or do something, because as soon as you get the surgery and after you have it done, you could become pregnant, like ASAP. And you're not supposed to get pregnant for 2 years. Like, not that you can't have no kids after you have a bariatric sleeve, but if, like, everybody knows me, I'm not having no more kids. I was planning to have one kid, and I'm grateful that it was a boy, but I'm not having no more kids. But that shit was scary. Like, when they said, yo, you are fertile myrtle. Like, I was like, what? So the less weight you have, the more fertile you are. Like, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. But here we are again, straightening out my hair. Y'all see how far we gotten. You can see the difference after you straighten it out and how shiny it is. But this is a lot of work. A lot of work. Like this flat iron, Solano is a good flat iron. I bought it online for like $60. And it's ceramic. It's really, really good for your hair. You can tell. Look at that. Look at the magic. But yeah. But I'm just grateful that I graduated from school. I'm going to grad school. Like, I'm doing everything I need to do. I'm grateful for everything that happened that made me realize how strong I am. Like, I went through so much bad stuff in the last 2 years, disappointments from family, people that were close to me that I literally raised, like my brother, like shit that he did to me that was unheard of, like that you would have never thought. But that's another story for another day. But I am grateful that I am where I am, and that made me realize the path in life that I wanted to take. That's why I want to become a therapist. I want to help people, let go of these crutches that they have, like hurting people, eating, dealing with grief, like trying to find their identity. I realized that a lot of people are trying to generate the person that they wanted to be. So it's like, they didn't get to live certain things, and now that they're older, they're trying to live those dreams. So it's like they're frozen in time because they didn't get to experience those things in their age and time. So it's like, I just want to learn different coping mechanism that I could teach others. I want to make people better. I want to break these generational traumas and curses and this stuff, this baggage that we carry. I want to help people communicate, and I want to establish healthy patterns. That's my new thing, healthy patterns. Like, we all need to establish healthy patterns when it comes down to eating, to living, to moving forward, to being great, great role models to these kids that are the future and stuff like that. I'm just full of gratitude also. Like, I'm grateful for all those trials and tribulations, because without them, I wouldn't have met so many amazing people, like my professor, other people that walked into my life for a reason and a purpose, like my therapist. Like, I feel like he helped me through that dark tunnel, and he saw the good in me, and he also gave me the tools and gave me the strength and gave me that little battery that I needed to move forward. And he's the reason why I want to become a therapist, because he has such a big impact in my life. Like, I consider him like my angel. Like, he was the person that came to help me. And to find a good therapist, you gotta go through like 3 or 4 therapists to find your therapist, like sometimes even more, because like the first therapist I had, she was reflecting her traumas onto me, like, which was weird. Then the second person, she couldn't understand where I was coming from. Like, it was just, it's hard to find people that get you. And it's not get you, like, supported you to get, but understand where I'm coming from. And that's what I like about him. He's a great listener, and he's able to come back with things that will help you. Like, he got me into journaling. He made me realize that I need to water myself. That's why now I do things that make me happy, like focusing on self-care. If I see a purse that I want, I'm gonna buy it, and doing things for myself, because I was neglecting myself, because I was taking care of everybody. And I took on this role because I was like, oh, to be a good mom, a good wife, a good employee, a good this, I gotta put up with stuff, and I gotta do this. And during that time, during that dark period in time, I was having issues with my husband. We was talking about separating, like we were not communicating, and we were going through a difficult period because the things that my brother did to me affected my household, my financials, affected so much. And just because somebody's family doesn't mean that they have the best interests. Like, that's one thing that I realized. I would never put myself out on a limb for family, because family will definitely drag you down and not care. Him knowing that I had my own family, he only thought about himself. And that's the true meaning of selfishness. And that's why I say, when people sit down and say, well, why you don't speak to your mother, and why you don't speak to your sister, and why you don't speak to your brother, I'm not allowing anybody to be around me that is going to bring me down. Somebody that is not here to help me, somebody that is going to criticize me or sees me in a tough spot, and instead of helping me or bringing me up, all they're going to do is try to bring me down because of their insecurities and what they went through. We're not doing that over here. We're not. So I decided to cut contact with them, because I don't need no negativity in my life. I'm in a place in my life that if you're not rooting for me or helping me move forward, I don't want you around me, because you're dead weight. And it's like, it's not conducive of good mental health. Like, it's not. And we had to go through that difficult period for our relationship to become stronger, for us to realize what we wanted out of this marriage and this partnership, because this is what it is, a partnership, a union. We're raising our son, and it's not easy. Like, life is not easy, but at the end of the day, as long as you're waking up and making plans and moving forward, that's all that matters. As long as you have people in your corner that support you, that's all you got to focus on. Don't focus on the people that are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, because I thought that my mother was going to have my best interest because she's my mother, but she doesn't, because she has her own insecurities. Sometimes it's jealousy and a bunch of other stuff. But at the end of the day, you can't let that hinder you. Like, if I would have let my mother hinder me, I would have been on welfare. I would have been a bum. Like, I would have been a bum. Gracefully, I took after my father, that I always had the determination to move forward. And, I traveled, I lived, like, I got my license, I have a vehicle. I've been had a vehicle since I was in my 20s. I had my own apartment. Like, I continue having apartments. Like, I had like 3 or 4 apartments. I went to college. Like, even when she tried to stop me from going to college, like, I was supposed to go to Penn State. Straight out of high school, I got accepted to Central Penn, and she refused to fill out my FAFSA because she said I wasn't gonna do better than her. And in New York State and Pennsylvania, you're not considered an adult till you're like 20 or something, unless you emancipated. And at that time, she didn't want me to be emancipated because she was getting food stamps and stuff, and she had me on her lease. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. And like, after that, after she hindered me from going to school and I couldn't go to college, then I had to figure out another way to go to college. I went to Mercy College, then I went to BCC, then I went to John Jay. Then I went to City College. And, I took a lot of different turns because I didn't have that support that I needed from my mother. My mother kicked me out when I was like 15. I've been on my own ever since. So I had a tough upbringing. And, I don't let that put me down, but I would never do that to my kid. Like, I would never. I would always provide him what he needs to be better because I want him to be better than me. And I don't want my son to be my retirement. I want to set my son up so he could build on that. You understand what I'm saying? So he could have some leverage when he goes to college. So it's like we got to do different. We don't want our kids, our kids to magically take us out the hood. Like, that's not what I want. I want my son to have a good standing when he goes to college. That's why I put money away for his Roth IRA, his 529, his uniform account, like everything. And that's why I want to teach him the things that I was never taught and things that I learned late in life because I had a rough upbringing. Like, my son has a lot of snacks. I didn't have snacks growing up. Like, when I see certain parents that they be like, oh, I gotta get snacks for the house, I didn't know what snacks was until I became an adult and I had my own apartment. Because in my house, it was just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There was no snacks. Like, it was none of that. Like, it was nothing extra. Like, you had to learn how to cook early. You had to wash your own clothes. You had to wake yourself up to go to school. Like, I was responsible for myself at a young age. I used to be responsible for my siblings. And that's why I waited so long to have kids, because I did not want kids early. I wanted to raise my kid with a husband, like with a partner. Like, I didn't want to be a single mom. And my mother gave me too much responsibility so early in life that's why I waited so long to have kids, like to have my son. Like, I waited a long time. Like, I had my son when I was 33, which is old in Spanish culture. And it's like, having kids is not for the weak. And that's a lot of work, especially if you want to do it the right way. It's a lot of work. But anyway, look at us here, straighten this out. We almost there, halfway there. Ooh, child. You see, this is a lot of work. When I go to the hair salon, it takes me 2 hours to get my hair done. 1 hour underneath the dryer, and then her blow drying it, and then her straighten it out. So, ooh, child. And then the hair salon, let's not talk about these prices at the hair salon. My hair used to be $20, $25. Now the hair salon is like $40, $50 plus tip. Plus you gotta tip everybody there. You gotta tip the person that washes your hair, the person that does your hair. And it's like, it's a lot. And it's not a $5 tip. Like, when I go to my hair lady, I give her a $20 tip. Sometimes $15 if money is tight. But usually I give her a $20 tip. But anytime I need her, she got my back. And that's why I love her. Because at the end of the day, if I tell her I need to come in on a Monday and she's off, she's willing to come in and do my hair for that moment. So, I don't take advantage of that all the time. But especially for my graduation, she came in on her day off and let me come in late that night. She let me come in so late, so my hair was good for the next day. And I'm grateful, so grateful. So you gotta look out for the people that look out for you. But this is a long-ass video. If you're still here, I appreciate you. We have my son in the commentary here and there. He was watching the video. He said he wanted to be part of it. So, I love my son. He's the best. He's so smart. He's so kind. He takes care of me, especially when he sees me throwing up. He calls his father immediately. And on FaceTime, on Google Meet, because the husband don't have Apple. He got a Samsung phone. So my son usually calls him on Google Meet. But look at us. This flat iron is hot. Ooh, child. And then all of this to save some money. Save some money at home. And sometimes I be thinking about getting a wig and see if I just braid my hair and throw on a wig. But damn, I don't know how some people do it during the summer because it's so hot to wear a wig. I be sweating my hair, so I imagine wearing a wig. Like, your hair sweating underneath and you hot. So it's like, it's a lot. Being a woman is a lot. We get our periods, we give birth, we get pregnant. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot, but ooh, we almost at the end of this video. We almost done. This spray saved my life. This L'Oreal spray, it's like it got like silicone, so when you straighten it out, it leaves your hair straight. But this flat iron is the truth. That's the main character. That flat iron is hot. Hot. You see how working? You see that steam? Don't act like you don't see that steam on the screen. You could tell she working. She's the hardest working person in this house. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And look how she bumps them ends. I went from poofy Diana to sleek Diana. Okay. All right. My upper lip sweating. I'm hot. I should have put a fan in this bathroom while I was doing my hair. I don't know what was I thinking. I'm here worry about the aesthetic. It smells good in here. I got them essential oils from Exotic Fragrances. If you know, you know. So I got this Miss Dior 24 essential oil that I put into the diffuser. And it smells good in this bathroom, but ooh, child, I'm sweating. Sweating bullets. Upper lip sweating. You know I got big lips, so you know my upper lip is always sweating. Always sweating. But if you stood this far, ooh, appreciate you. I'm trying to do content. Everybody doing content. We trying to get these followers up. So if you like my video, share it. I'm going to post it on YouTube as well. And we can talk in the comments. Like, I'm an open book. Do you agree with family? Like how family sometimes don't have your best interests. Like sometimes they be jealous or they be trying to put you down. And if you have good family members, like you got to lean on those. Like you got to lean on those. But have you ever stopped talking to immediate family because of certain things that they did to you? Like put that down on the comments. Like sometimes, like they said, your most hurt will come from people that you trusted and you know. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, la, la. You see how thin my hair looks? If you see them other pictures, my hair look real thick. But let's not be ungrateful, like my son said. You got to be grateful for what you got. You got to be grateful. And that's another thing. Ever since I did the surgery, I picked up this bad habit of eating ice. That's why I was drinking this red wine and I've been eating ice because it's like, since I can't drink water immediately, sometimes I be thirsty. Like sometimes you eat something and that shit is in your chest. So it's like you feel like you need something to wash it down. So being that I can't drink water, because then I'll throw up immediately and throw up the water, sometimes I eat the ice, like just to cool me down, to give me a little bit of that water in frozen form, if that makes sense. But here we are, almost at the end. Look at that. Look at that. If you stood throughout this whole video, I salute you. I mess with you. I know I was ranting, I was talking about everything, but you gotta speak about it. You gotta speak about it. Like, I never done a voiceover before, so this is my first voiceover. So you got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. But I definitely am going to address my brother's situation in another video, because people walking around here pretending to be real and all this stuff. But, ooh, child, if I told you how they did me, oof, I'm still dealing with the consequences. But I'm still thriving. Kadir had me watching this movie that was really, really good. Really good. They had some good music and he was singing it. Yep. He was living his best life here. Yeah, the movie was called K-pop Demon Hunters, and it was like how these demons capitalize on people being weak and fearful and worrisome. So you have to sing and, be in best spirits and not let them demons take over you. So you got to be golden. You got to be positive. You got to not let that consume you or break you down. So here we go with this little bit of argan oil from Blue Serenity. That's one thing I must say. Her products are good. Evelyn Says has some good products. She teaches you how to coupon, and she gives you products for your hair. She had the bariatric surgery, so she said she created these products when she was losing her hair. So look at that. Look at that. Thinking about dyeing my hair black. What y'all think? You think I should dye my hair black? So now, after we oil it up, we're gonna wrap it up. Wrap it up. Typical Dominican. After you do your hair, wrap it up. I feel like after you wrap it up, that's when your hair really, really sets. Like, you could take the doobie off, and now your shit be lace, like silky, silky. But definitely grateful to be done. At least my hair is going to be manageable, because my hair was curly. Curly, curly, curly. I look like a brand new person. Look at that. Telling you, this flat iron, MVP, most valuable player. Definitely hooked up this hair. Look at that. Look at that. It's shiny. It's healthy. It looks good. So now let's wrap it up. Wrap it up, wrap it up. Look at the comb, how it goes through. I gotta cut my ends, but I ain't doing that today. I'll do it another day. I was thinking about dyeing my hair black for that same reason, to make my hair look healthy. Look at that. You see? It don't look bad. I think I did a good job. What y'all think? Did I do a good job or nah? I think it looks good. Oh, look at me happy and stuff. Still trying to straighten out the ends. Bump these ends. Let's see. See, my hair looks thin. But hey, let's wrap it up and call it a day. Wrap it up, wrap it up, wrap it up. Look at that. Ooh, now it looks good. Now you wrap it up. Show you how I do my own doobie. That's one thing about us Dominicans. We be learning how to do everything we need to do. Looking cute. Look at that. Ooh la la. Looking cute. All right, sis. I see you with your straight hair. Okay. All right. So now wrap it up, sis. Wrap it up. We see you. We see you. Okay. We see you out here. All right. All right. Just wait 1 minute. Where you going? Where you going, sis? Where you going? Where are you going? Oh, she went to get the doobie, the redecilla. I don't even know how you call redecilla in English. I went to get the redecilla for the hair. And we're back. You see that? Redecilla. So now we're going to comb it out so we can wrap it up. All right, sis. I see you. All right. Any minute now, you can wrap it up, sis. All right. Let me see. I don't know where I was going. I think I went to get more oil for the hair. That's one thing. I hate to feel my hair dry. Dry. We gone for a little while. These videos is crazy. I should have cropped this. Next time I'm a cap cut it. Okay, we back doing our little dance. I see you, chick. I see you. Wrap it up, sis. It's been 45 minutes. Wrap it up. All right, so here we go. All right, so we start the process. We use the comb. We start swishing it around. Okay, you see that? Swishing it around. Okay, make sure your stuff is flat. If you know you got really curly hair, make it real flat. You see that? My head is like prepared for that doobie. Like, you see that? You gotta push it around, push it around, push it around. Yep, that once you put that redecilla on, it's like it molds to your head. You see that? I don't know about this. I feel like I need more oil. This is looking real dry, looking like a broom. So I'm gonna put more oil, as you can see. You see that? Four. Put more oil. Four. Now we're gonna pass this flat iron because these ends is looking bad. Four. And once we look at that steam. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. But you see, once you put the oil, it looks a little bit better. Oh, cuidado, be careful. You burning up the material. I was burning the thing. You see that? Oh, you see the difference? Oh, la. Use the end of the stick. Oh, la. You see that? Oh. Okay, sis. I see you out here like you're a professional hairdresser. Diana's Salon. Deep conditioner available for free. For free. Alright, guys, so we almost at the ending of this video. I think we did a good job. What y'all think? I think we did a good job on all. Well, I'll make it work. Gotta make it work. It will be good for the week coming up. Alright, so we good now. Look at that. Alright, looking cute with my doobie piece. I'm happy now. I got straight hair. Thank you for lasting to the end of the video.